Hello, my name is Fernanda and my research project is called Risk Assessment of Potentially Mutagenic Impurities in Drug Products Approved in Brazil. When we use a drug product, we want to treat a disease. But what if the drug contains impurities which actually increase our risk of developing cancer? Recently, many batches of valsartan and other sartans, which are a class of antihypertensive drugs, have been recalled in many countries, including the United States, Brazil, and countries in Europe, because they contain impurities in levels which caused an increase in the risk of cancer. But what are impurities? They are everything that is not the drug itself, that is, residues from the manufacturing process or even degradation products. Not all impurities are bad, and in fact, it's impossible to produce a drug that is 100% pure. However, some impurities can be mutagenic, leading to mutations in the DNA and increasing the chance of cancer. But this is only a problem above certain levels. So if the amounts are too low, below the level considered acceptable, the risk caused by the impurities is negligible. Hence, they are not of concern. Paracelsus once said, all substances can be considered toxic or safe. The dose makes the poison. This is why we do the risk assessment, to understand in which levels are impurities found and if those levels are above or below the safe limit. The risk assessment for mutagenic impurities is a regulatory requirement, and it is detailed in ICH 7, a guideline used by the pharmaceutical industry and regulators in the whole world. However, ICH 7 is only applicable for new drug products or when there is a significant change in an already approved drug product. But what about the ones that are currently on the market? Can we consider them of no risk? The fact that happened with the sartans made us wonder whether the ICH 7 should be applicable for these drugs which are already approved as well. Therefore, in this project, which is a partnership between the University of São Paulo and the Laboratorios, we are evaluating drug products which are already approved to perform the risk assessment for mutagenic impurities. The risk assessment consists of 4 stages, and for 2 of them we will use in silico tools, that is, computational predictions, which have huge relevance as an alternative to experimental methods and the use of animals. But what drugs are we going to evaluate? Since hypertension is the most common chronic disease in Brazil and the drugs are used for the whole life, we will evaluate antihypertensive drugs. Sartans are only one of the classes of drugs used to treat hypertension, and we will expand the evaluation for other classes which are not being investigated by regulatory agencies yet. And when we understand the risk associated with antihypertensive drugs, we will conclude if there is the need to be concerned with other drugs as well. Hence, this project results in robust controls by the industry for drug products which are already on the market, protecting the population's health by ensuring the access to safer drugs.